Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Greetings, my fellow foxes. This is Fox Coop via the Foxtron, presenting to you today WWE Hell in a Cell 2012 predictions. Now I know these predictions are a bit early, but I wanted to do it as I'm breaking up for half term next weekend, which is basically 1 week holidays, and I want to get as much work as I can done. So then the following Friday when WWE 13 comes out, then I'll be prepped and stuff like that. And plus, the only matches that could be announced anyway are like one with Antonio Cesaro, him versus a random opponent who he's probably going to beat and retain the championship to make it even more prestigious. A Divas Championship match with Eve is probably going to sneakily do something, even though Teddy and Caitlyn are close to finding out that she's a bit corrupt. So let's get straight to the predictions. Now I have a bit of a sore throat, so and I don't want anyone to get any sexual metaphors or anything of what's been going on, but I'm straight, so yeah. So yeah, let's go with the SmackDown main event, the World Heavyweight Championship match, Sheamus versus Big Show. Now there's been a lot of build up for this match, and to be honest, I'm really looking forward to this match. Actually, it's better than the matches he had with Alberto Del Rio. They made Sheamus' run a bit stale, and because it started off with good matches with him and Daniel Bryan, and then Alberto Del Rio came along and ruined it. So hopefully Big Show can provide that intense kind of build up to the match, which he has been doing. So I mean, you'd think that Sheamus could overcome Big Show and end up winning, which I think that's a possibility. However, I think that because they've been promoting the idea that Big Show lost to a Money in the Bank winner, and in about 45 seconds when he won his World Heavyweight Championship, and it was just around this time last year, it was TLC actually, and it makes me think that it's going to happen again. And I know Dolph Ziggler, he said it on SmackDown about something like that could happen, that he's going to cash it in, so it kind of makes me think, refrain from it. But then at the same time, Big Show punched the living daylights from him. Maybe Dolph Ziggler's out for revenge, and I just have a feeling that Big Show is definitely coming out strong enough to beat Sheamus, and maybe then Dolph Ziggler will cash in the Money in the Bank and pretty much repeat history, and then Big Show is going to go nuts. So yeah, it's a possibility of happening, and even though Dolph Ziggler did kind of say it was going to happen, Sheamus could just end up overcoming the Big Show somehow. I can imagine Big Show being on his knees, and then Sheamus ends up going with the bro kick. Those two are fitting scenarios, and it makes me think whether Dolph Ziggler will actually cash in the Money in the Bank. And even though he did say it, you'd think that then it would be the complete opposite, but for some reason, I just, for my gut instinct, it's just telling me to say that Big Show will beat Sheamus, and then Dolph Ziggler will cash in the Money in the Bank. So I'm just going to go for Big Show, even though, the predictable thing will be Sheamus overcoming Big Show. So, yeah, I'm going to go for that. Now, Team Hell No. Now, we don't know whether they're going to verse Team Rhodes Scholars or Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. Now, I don't really like this team thing. It's a bit childlike, kindergarten kind of thing, but yeah, let's play. But yeah, I think that Team Rhodes Scholars would actually end up beating Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, because they're in the finals to win the tournament, because they're kind of building up more of a feud between them and Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. I think at a later stage they converse them, such as the next pay-per-view Survivor Series. So I'm thinking that you need to make Team Hell No a bit stronger, because they only just won the tag team championships and Night Champions, so they should retain, to at least have their tag team reigners, because they're a good tag team, so they need a good tag team reign. So I think that is a possibility of it happening, of them beating Team Rhodes Scholars and then going on to versus Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara eventually. So yep, that's the roundup for that. Now we have Randy Orton against Alberto Del Rio. Now we know that Randy Orton's really been in the shuffle this year, and he came back from his suspension. He beat Dolph Ziggler at last month's pay-per-view. I have a feeling that they're just trying to get Randy Orton back up. They are, really. But then again, Alberto Del Rio has been losing a few pay-per-views. But Alberto Del Rio did beat Randy Orton on SmackDown. So I can only see that Randy Orton's going to win this match. And really, kick some ass. And it'll be a good match. But yeah, I think Randy Orton will win. And we got Kofi Kingston against The Miz. Now, Kofi Kingston won the Intercontinental Championship surprisingly at main event, but they're trying to maybe make that show quite, you know, a better show then, because it's just a debut. It's just debuted. So, you know, it was nice to have a title change there, and I think Kofi Kingston will retain. I don't think he'll be a transitional champion. I think they will let him retain the belt. It will be a good match that we just get to see on a pay-per-view, you know. But yeah, and the final match is CM Punk against Ryback. Now we know John Cena, you know, was going to compete, but then, you know, obviously due to an injury that was more severe, so obviously he can't, you know, get it. He can't just get in for that pay-per-view, and you know, many people were thinking that it was going to be a freeway. Mick Foley was going to be involved, you know, but heck, Undertaker coming back, but it's going to be a really interesting match, is obviously because we want to see what's going to happen. Is Ryback going to be attacked before he comes to the match? Is somehow during the match Brock Lesnar just going to come out of nowhere and, you know, rip the Hell in a Cell cage open and beat the hell out of Ryback or something like that, to maybe set up a Team Paul Heyman versus Team McMahon at Survivor Series, which I would love to happen. It has a few scenarios, but ultimately I think CM Punk will lose his WWE Championship at Royal Rumble 2013 if he goes against, you know, The Rock. So I have a feeling that Ryback will suffer his first loss, but it'll definitely be in a controversial fashion. It'll be in a fashion where Ryback got screwed, and clearly he didn't get his dinner time, you know, schedule. So, you know, I think CM Punk will win that. So that's pretty much the roundup for Hell in a Cell. Hopefully, it should be looking to be a good pay-per-view. They pretty much built it up, you know, even though Ryback has been kind of slowly, you know, snuck into there, and now we know that it's going to be Ryback and Punk, so it's definitely an interesting one because, you know, you could say Ryback has been rushed into it, but the guy's actually been with the WWE for a long time, since Tough Enough 2004-ish, and, you know, he kind of deserves this, you know, deserves, especially since he had an injury and stuff, so, you know, it'll be really interesting to see this. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching my video. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment on whether you're looking forward to Hell in a Cell, and subscribe for the best source for WWE news and rumors. And also check out my recent video in which I talk about whether, you know, WWE 13 could possibly be the best wrestling game ever. So that's definitely one to watch. And sorry for this video. I mean, my throat's been worse before. I mean, I remember my first video on this channel. Oh, I was going to try it one, but well, it actually isn't my first one, because I got rid of it. But it was a kind of like a little vlog, crap quality. My throat was even worse, but yeah, it's a bit bad. It's a bit bad actually. I had some tea I did, so yeah. So it just made it a bit more smooth. So, you know, at least I can talk. But yeah, again, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching my video. This is Fox Scoop by the Foxtron, and I'm over.